Take 4. Disclaimer, these are my thoughts and opinions alone. Don't take anything I say as fact. And also, I swear. I just can't help myself. I don't really try, let's face it. But the other day, I shared an article on my Facebook wall by news.sky.com. Bird flu. Expert, just the one, right? Now we get that. Let's read it out first. Expert calls for work to start on vaccine with risk to humans increasing. So basically, what they're saying, this expert, is that we should start manufacturing a vaccine against bird flu just in case bird flu becomes prevalent in humanity, right? Now it says expert, right? Now you could be like, well, what's one expert? But was it, I want to say Ferguson. I want to say Paul Ferguson, but I think I have a friend on Facebook called Paul Ferguson, and that might be why I'm saying it. I don't know, but some Ferguson, I'm thinking, basically made the model for lockdowns and whatever. He was the expert that basically put us into lockdown. Don't quote me. That's what I feel like I heard back in 2020, right? So there is every chance that one expert saying this could make it happen. There's also every chance that this expert, they are planning to do this, and they have had this one expert come out and say this so that they can say, look, the experts told us to do it. Do you know what I mean? But my point that I'm making here is that they're saying, look, we need to be doing this now, right? Now, preferably before it all comes out, because the trials, I've heard allegedly that it says on all the websites that the trials for the current one end in March. So it's like, yeah, let's get the next one on the go before the results come out and we're told, nah, no more. You know what I mean? Because people need to make the money. Now, if this was about healthcare, people wouldn't have made money. I don't know whether it was one particular company or whether it's jab wide. But the Rona, one of either one or all of the Rona jabs made 9 new billionaires, right? People made a profit. Individual, one person out of 7 billion of them made whacking amounts of money and made themselves instant billionaires, went from millionaire to billionaire. Now, just to remind you, a million seconds, to put it in perspective, a million seconds is 12 days. A billion seconds is 32 years. And we have people on this planet who are packing hundreds of billions. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that there are families at the very least who are trillionaires on the planet. But there could actually be trillionaires. Trim your hairs, man. Trillionaires, because these people, we don't know who they are. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Sunaks of the world, definitely the Zelenskys of the world. These are just bit players. These are actors. These just play the role that these guys tell them that they have to play. They are patsies. They take the heat. They make it look like the Tory party just en masse is making it look like it's the Tory party that's fucking over the UK. But remember a guy called, what was it, Tony Blair? Now, if you remember all the way back then, when he was he went from just being a tanned sort of loverman, you know, like smooth man, and then by the end, just before it, because of everything that they'd made him do, that they'd paid him good money to do, he just looked haggard. Right now he just looks fucking like he should be in Poltergeist singing God is in his holy temple. He's a fucking frightening man. My personal opinion, don't sue me, but his is frightening. I wouldn't let him babysit my kids, let's put it that way. Now, yeah, so like we had Tony Blair, and Tony Blair, it's like every time the Tories take over from Labour, it's like the Labour's left the UK in a mess. When the Labour take over from the Tories, you know, like the other way round, it's basically just smoke and mirrors. It's pantomime. It's point and laugh at the fucking guy on stage. Boo, he's behind you. All this kind of fandango. But behind closed doors up there, these people are playing fast and loose with the only two things that money could physically represent on this planet: manpower and resources. The things on the planet, the wood, the metal, the things, right, on planet Earth, right? And the people on the planet to do things with those things, their skill, their time. And nobody, whoever, however rich they are, has more than 24 hours in their day. We all have exactly the same commodity to give, and some people are getting 32 years worth of money multiplied just for running a company that, not getting into it because I don't want my channel taken down, and I'm still on a strike, I think, until the end of the month, so I can't say anything to do with the Rona and whatever. But these people are saying, let's take these earthly resources and this manpower, right, and let's spend them on doing another vaccine, right? We've still got this one now. There's still shitloads of spare ones, right? But that doesn't matter. What matters is that they got bought in the first place, because it's all about wealth. And you've only got to ask the new billionaires. Now, when you consider most people in England, at least, are functioning with no more than an hour's worth of money. And you've got people who've got 32 years, hundreds of 32 years, just sitting there in a bank account doing nothing. Right? And these are the people, because they've got all that money, that decide what happens with the earthly resources and manpower. And what do we do with it? We make useless PPE that it costs millions to store. Not a problem with that. Yeah, we'll give our mates contracts to make PPE that's no good. And that's just the no good PPE. Billions were spent on PPE that can't be used. There's PPE that can be used that also cost billions. The jabs, as we know, also cost billions. Now they're wanting to spend billions while we are in a cost of living crisis. When salad cream, sorry, but I've got this big thing about salad cream at the minute. Salad cream's nearly a £5 for a big bottle at the co-op. Nearly a £5 for a bottle of salad cream. Absolute fucking lunacy. So your average mother in the street, when we go to the shops, because it's not just salad cream that's gone up, it's butter, it's bread, it's milk, it's fucking eggs, everything has gone up. And then we've got people who can't afford this striking. Pretty much everybody who's paid by the government, not quite up there, paid by the government, the people who take their heat, right, they're patsies. People who are paid by them striking because they're not paid enough, because the prices are going through the fucking roof for no good reason. Gas and lecky. The Tory party, Liz Truss, said to everybody, yes, it's because they're putting the prices up. We're not lacking gas and electricity. These people just want more profit, and let them have it. They're just being clever. These people are just being clever, and we're like, oh yeah, why not? No! It's like we can't fucking function. These bastards have got billions in the fucking bank and they are choosing to spend them on that. Zelensky, the poison dwarf, fucking pips up. Rishi Sunak's like, nothing's off the table. He can have any pennies that he wants. Like, literally, they're chucking years' worth of money at the poison dwarf, like, for death and destruction. But people in the country who just want to survive, we are nowhere on their radar. They do not care. And all of these people are doing a job. You'll not get any of them sitting and talking to you like people like me sit and talk to you without a script, just chatting face to face, just whatever comes to your head. They can't do that because A, there's not a lot that goes on in there. They're not intelligent people. They are parrots. They don't have independent thought because they had a really good education, and independent thought makes you fail your exams. You have to think exactly the same thing as everybody else. Up there, they can do whatever they fucking like. We just survive to give them their luxury lifestyle. They don't give a shit what is happening to us, whether we're poisoned by bloody drinking water or anything like that. We don't even say that, carry on. They could breathe different air, let's put it that way. But my point is, they're just like, we've got to stop just sitting there and taking it. Do you know what I mean? Because people are struggling. People are dying. Men are killing themselves because they can't provide for their families. But you won't see that in the fucking news because it's not Sam Smith in a fucking balloon. And it's not a balloon. Like, tell me, right? In an age, this is tangent stuff. But I'm interested. Like, please leave a comment and tell me your thoughts on it if you want to. Tell me, in an age where we've got all of this cyber stuff, where we live in a digital world, why anybody would fly a fucking balloon to spy on people when they can just... You know, look, they've got satellites. How many satellites do these people have? And, no, we won't use a satellite. We'll send a fucking balloon. What next? They're going to fucking declare war by carrier pigeon. Like, literally, the shit that we're fucking sticking through at the minute without even questioning. We've got to start questioning. We've got to start talking because these bastards need just cutting off. Let them have everything that they have. But everything that they are responsible for shifting about letters, we actually run this planet. We do. They don't do shit. They just tell people how to run the planet. And we just function by their orders. No matter how little sense those orders make. We just go, oh, all right, what's my job, innit? That just pays the bills, doesn't it? I'm just doing my job, mate. You know what I mean? You only got to look how the bloody police behave. Those two twats who arrested that reporter in Ohio just for honest journalism, and it's like, no, we can't have honest journalism. We can't have honest journalism. That's not allowed in today's society. In the civilized society that we live in, honest journalism isn't allowed. Don't pay your bills. Just doing my job, mate. Just doing what they tell me to do. Like, literally, we are just... And we're all going to fucking beg it. Like, they want us all gone. The people who follow the orders included. Don't think just because you're the one that's fucking putting somebody in the back of a fucking van, you've got the riot gear on. Don't think that you mean more to them than the people that you're bloody kneeling on. Because you don't. You mean nothing to them. You were the first ones to get jabbed, mate. You will be the first ones to fall. And there will be... wrong opinions. Shut up. So yeah, so basically the point of the video is this money that they're spending on whatever the fuck, HS2, a train line is costing more, billions, right? Billions, 32 years worth of seconds, right? Billions of them they're spending on a train that goes from one place to another place, stopping in the middle. That's it. It's just so that the posh bastards, because they're the only ones that will be able to afford it, can get to the top of the fucking country quicker. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and they don't have to live in the dirty part. You know what I mean? So no, I'll live in a cleaner part where land is cheaper, and I can have a bigger fucking house, and then just hop on a train and commute, innit? Do you know what I mean? Nice, easy life. And we're forking out for that because all of this money is public money, taxpayers' money. Everybody, the strikers included, pay taxes to give to these people to take it for themselves to fuck us over, and quite often to just straight up kill us. Definitely to kill whoever they want to over Russia way. Start World War III, to create 15-minute cities, just to basically keep us down so that we don't look up there. And if we did, we're not going to go after them. Well, guess what? There's only a couple of fucking hundred of them on the planet, and we could take them in a fist fight. The only reason we don't is because they employ us, and they give us nice shiny riot gear to keep each other down, and they educate us all from the age of 4 to not even think that they fucking exist. To think that it's genuinely governments who decide what is going on the planet. Will you tell me why all of the governments do the same thing? Why, and not just all of the governments in the UK, all of the governments on the world. It's like everybody, the world over, all fucking put everybody in lockdown. The civilised ones, anyway. It's like, yeah, everybody, and act like this, and it's like, yeah, we're going to keep you in lockdown for so fucking long that when we say, take part in this medical experiment, they're going to go, and if you do that, we'll let you back out again. They'll go, fuck it. Yeah, I want to go on holiday. I want to return to normal. I'll take it. And now we've got kids dropping dead in... Shut your fucking face, Karen. Can't have an opinion on that. Cannot have an opinion. No such thing as honest journalism, and no such thing as having a logical, fair and loving opinion that benefits your fellow man. I am the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. And then that you can't see, even the ones that you can see, the ones that pretend that they're running the show, it's like, we'll just sit there, oh yeah. Like all the fucking Tories sat there, like, and the Labour sat there, Zelensky, oh, he wants powerful planes, and we're going to give them to him. Let's give him a round of applause because he asked us for planes. He's saying, oh, by the way, I'm going to leave here with billions of pounds in my back pocket of your taxpayers' money. And they're like, isn't it great? Isn't it great? Please. Stop the world. I want to get up. No, don't. I want to get up. I want to ride this fucking work like a rodeo bull into a future that is for us all, that it benefits everybody. Even them. Let them have it. Let them just take it out of their hands and let us, the ones who are running it anyway, work out between us what those rules are and make it work for everybody. Stop me and buy one. Please, let's discuss this. Add me on Facebook. Let's have a chat. And if you like this video, please ring a little bell, because I do I post at odd times. And also, you won't see what I put up unless you go looking if you don't ring the little bell. And yeah, subscribe, like, share, chat. Let's do this together. Nothing against them, but they can fuck off, yeah? Who's with me? Let's saddle up the hippos.